Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt like your legs were made of concrete? You try to take a step, but something just feels off. They feel stiff. Wobbly. Almost like your own body is working against you. Maybe you brushed it off, told yourself, "I'm just tired," or "It's been a long day." But deep down, something doesn't feel quite right. And the weird part? It's not always painful. It's just there, that heaviness in your legs, that sudden weakness when you're climbing the stairs, or that cramp that hits in the middle of the night and jolts you awake like a lightning bolt. You ever had that one? Where you're lying peacefully, and then bam, your calf tightens up so hard you can barely breathe? You jump out of bed, rubbing it, groaning, maybe even limping to the kitchen for help. If you've ever felt that, you're not alone. And here's the thing nobody really tells you, those small moments. They're not just age catching up. They're your body sending you a message. A whisper. Asking for something it's missing. Because leg weakness and cramps, especially in seniors, aren't random. They're signs. Red flags. And most of the time, it comes down to one simple thing: nutrition. You see, as we get older, our bodies absorb nutrients differently. Even if you're eating well, you might not be absorbing what you need to stay strong, steady, and safe. And when those nutrients fall short, the first place it shows up: your legs. For older adults, leg strength is everything. It's your freedom, your balance, your ability to walk, move, and live independently. Losing it doesn't happen overnight. It's subtle at first. But left unchecked, it can spiral into falls, fractures, hospital visits, and fears you never thought you'd have. But what if I told you, it doesn't have to go that way? What if there were 4 simple vitamins, yes, just 4, that could help give your legs the fuel they need to stay strong? The kind of strong that helps you stand taller, move steadier, and sleep without being woken up by those awful cramps? Well, that's what this video is about. So don't go anywhere. Because today, we're breaking down the 4 most powerful vitamins for leg strength in seniors. We're talking about how they work, what happens when your body doesn't get enough of them, and most importantly, how to bring them back into your life safely and naturally. So if you're tired of feeling tired, if you've noticed weakness creeping in, or if you just want to make sure you or someone you love keeps moving freely for years to come, then you're in the right place. Comment "I'm here" if you're ready to fight back against muscle loss, and make sure to subscribe to Elder Mature Moments, because we're not just talking about aging gracefully. We're talking about aging powerfully. Let's begin. Now, let's talk about the one vitamin that could stop those cruel, sleep-stealing cramps dead in their tracks. Magnesium. Picture this, it's 2 a.m. Your father, once strong, proud, the kind of man who never asked for help, suddenly jolts awake, clutching his leg, groaning in pain. You rush to his side. His calf is rock hard, tight like a knot pulled too far. You try to massage it, gently, but the pain won't let up. He's wincing. Breathing hard. And all you can do is watch, helpless, until the pain slowly passes. Then, the next night, it happens again. And again. And you start to wonder, what's going on? Is something wrong with his nerves? Is it circulation? Did he not drink enough water? You Google everything. You ask friends. Some say it's just age. Some say, he needs to drink more water. Others recommend banana after banana, thinking it's all about potassium. But here's the truth nobody mentions enough: it might just be magnesium. Because magnesium is the cramp calmer. It's what allows your muscles to contract and relax properly. Without it, your muscles fire when they shouldn't. And they don't let go when they're supposed to. That's what creates those painful, sudden spasms. And the older we get, the harder it becomes to absorb magnesium from the food we eat. Your father might be eating just fine. He might even be taking a multivitamin. But if his magnesium levels are low, and many seniors' levels are, it doesn't matter. His body is running on fumes. And it's showing up every single night. Now here's where it gets tricky. A lot of people mistake this for simple dehydration. They say, drink more water. And yes, hydration is important. But magnesium is about balance. It works with calcium, potassium, and sodium to keep your muscles functioning smoothly. If that balance is off, even just a little, the cramps come. The muscles twitch. The nights become restless. So, what can you do? Start simple. Magnesium-rich foods are everywhere: spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, black beans. Even dark chocolate, yes, dark chocolate, is rich in magnesium. You can sprinkle chia seeds into a smoothie. Swap white rice for quinoa. Snack on a handful of cashews in the afternoon instead of crackers. And if diet alone isn't enough, there are gentle magnesium supplements your doctor can recommend. Some prefer magnesium citrate or glycinate. They're easy on the stomach and better absorbed. And here's a lesser-known trick: Epsom salt foot soaks. Soaking your feet in warm water with Epsom salt allows magnesium to absorb directly through your skin. It's soothing. It's natural. And for many, it works like magic, relaxing the muscles, easing tension, and helping sleep return peacefully. You might not see results overnight. But over a few days or weeks, you may notice fewer cramps, more restful sleep, and legs that just feel lighter. Because magnesium doesn't just help stop cramps, it helps restore calm to the body. But don't stop there. Because magnesium isn't working alone. There's another nutrient, one that powers your strength from deep inside. The sunshine hero, they call it. And if you've been feeling weaker lately, or noticing your balance isn't what it used to be, this next vitamin could be the silent helper your body's been begging for. Let's talk about vitamin D. Let's talk about something you might have noticed, but didn't know how to name. You're visiting your grandma. She's sitting in her favorite chair by the window. You ask her to join you in the kitchen. She tries to get up, pushes down on the armrest, shifts her weight forward. But her body doesn't respond the way it used to. She pauses, tries again. And this time, with effort and a quiet sigh, she slowly rises to her feet. You smile. You help her walk over. But inside, something tugs at you. Because you remember when she could get up in one motion, quick, effortless, confident. And now? It's a struggle. A lot of people chalk it up to arthritis, or just getting old. But here's the part most folks miss: sometimes, that slow rise, that heavy-legged feeling. It's not about age. It's about vitamin D. That's right. The sunshine vitamin. The one we hear about but rarely understand. You see, vitamin D is the strength stabilizer. It helps your body absorb calcium properly, which keeps your bones strong. And more importantly, it supports the muscles that help you move, walk, and balance. Without it, your legs get weaker. Your bones become fragile. And your confidence in simple movement starts to fade. But here's the catch. As we age, our ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight drastically decreases. Even if you're stepping outside for a walk, even if the sun is shining, your skin just doesn't convert sunlight into vitamin D the way it used to. And when you pair that with the fact that many seniors stay indoors more often, especially during colder months or for safety reasons, it becomes a quiet recipe for deficiency. Now let's clear up a big misconception. People often say, "I get enough sun. I'm fine." But the truth is, getting enough sun isn't that simple. You'd need direct sunlight on bare skin, without sunscreen, for about 15 to 30 minutes a day, several times a week. And that's not easy for many older adults. We cover up more. We stay indoors more. Our bodies change. And silently, our vitamin D levels drop lower and lower, until one day we find ourselves asking, why do my legs feel so weak? Why does it feel like walking upstairs takes double the effort? That's your body whispering, I need help. So what do you do? Step 1, get your vitamin D levels checked. It's a simple blood test. Nothing complicated. And it gives you a clear picture of where you stand. Step 2, adjust your routine. If your levels are low, a doctor might recommend a supplement. Vitamin D3 is the most effective form, especially when taken with a little healthy fat to help your body absorb it better. You can also increase foods like fortified milk, salmon, sardines, and egg yolks. And remember, a gentle, short dose of sunshine can still make a difference. Even 10 to 15 minutes in the early morning or late afternoon, with sleeves rolled up and your face to the sky, can help nudge those levels upward, safely and naturally. It's not about laying in the sun for hours. It's about being intentional, giving your body what it quietly craves. Because here's the thing, when your vitamin D is where it should be, you feel steadier. Your legs feel more reliable. And getting up from a chair doesn't feel like lifting a mountain anymore. It's the small things that make the biggest difference. Now, we've talked about muscles. We've talked about bones. But there's another part of the puzzle most people overlook. Your nerves. Because it doesn't matter how strong your legs are. If your nerves aren't sending the right signals, your balance, coordination, and reaction time all suffer. So let's talk about the next key vitamin. The one that keeps your nerves sharp, your steps steady, and your mind connected to every move your body makes. Let's talk about vitamin B12. Now let's step into a scene that's far too familiar for many families. You're walking with your mother down the hallway. It's just a short walk, from the living room to the kitchen, but you notice something strange. She stumbles, just a little. You glance at the floor. Nothing's there. A smooth surface. No rugs. No wires. Nothing to trip over. But she reaches for the wall, just in case. You gently ask, "Are you okay?" She smiles and waves it off, "I'm just a little clumsy today." But the next day, it happens again. And again. Then she mentions a weird tingling in her feet, a numbness that comes and goes. Sometimes her legs feel like jelly. Other times, they feel like they're not even part of her body. You think, maybe she's just tired. Maybe it's circulation. Maybe it's her age. But there's another answer. Vitamin B12. See, most people don't realize this, but vitamin B12 is the nerve nourisher. It keeps your nervous system running smoothly. It's like the wiring in a house. The walls may look fine on the outside, but if the wiring is faulty, the lights flicker, the power cuts, and things go wrong when you least expect it. That's exactly what happens when your body is low on B12. You may still have strong muscles, healthy bones, even good balance most days. But without enough B12, the signals from your brain to your legs get slower, fuzzier, misdirected. And that's when the stumbles start. That's when walking becomes unpredictable. And sadly, this often gets misdiagnosed, or worse, dismissed. Because B12 deficiency doesn't always scream. It whispers. Fatigue. Confusion. Dizziness. Wobbly legs. Strange tingling in the hands or feet. Even mood swings or mild memory issues. And the kicker? Many seniors are B12 deficient and don't even know it. As we age, our stomach produces less acid. And stomach acid is essential to absorb B12 from food. So even if your mom is eating a good diet, meats, eggs, milk, her body may not be absorbing enough B12 to meet her daily needs. That's why it's so common in older adults. Now, here's where it gets practical. Step 1. Talk to a healthcare provider about checking B12 levels. It's a simple test, and it can explain a lot. Step 2. Adjust the diet. Great sources of vitamin B12 include eggs, dairy products, fortified breakfast cereals, tuna, salmon, and beef, chicken and turkey, but for some people, that still isn't enough, especially vegans, vegetarians, or those with absorption issues. And that's when sublingual supplements or even B12 injections come into play. They bypass the digestive system and go straight into the bloodstream. It's safe. It's simple. And for many people, it's life-changing. I've heard so many stories. Stories of older adults who went from dragging their feet to walking with confidence again. From feeling lost in their thoughts to feeling clear, sharp, and energized. Because when your nerves fire right, your whole body responds better. And that's why B12 matters. It's not just about energy. It's about control. Over your steps. Your movements. Your confidence. So now, we've covered the muscle relaxer, magnesium. The strength stabilizer, vitamin D. And the nerve nourisher, vitamin B12. But we're not done yet. Because there's one more silent player in all of this. One that affects circulation. Because strong muscles and healthy nerves need one final thing to function well, oxygen. Let's talk about blood flow. And the powerful vitamin that helps deliver oxygen to every corner of your legs. The one that makes your limbs feel alive again. Let's talk about vitamin E. And now, we arrive at the final piece of the puzzle. You ever had one of those days where your legs just feel off? Not exactly painful. But heavy. Tired. Almost like they're filled with sand instead of blood. You try to walk, but each step feels slower than the last. You sit down, rub your thighs or calves, hoping to wake them up a little. But nothing changes. They still feel cold. Sluggish. Unresponsive. It's not that your muscles aren't strong enough. Or that your nerves aren't sending signals. Sometimes, it's simply that the blood isn't getting there fast enough. And that, my friend, is where vitamin E steps in. Because vitamin E? It's not just a skin vitamin. It's not just about beauty creams or anti-aging serums like most people think. Vitamin E is your blood flow booster. It's a powerful antioxidant that helps keep your blood vessels healthy and flexible. It supports the smooth movement of blood, especially to the farthest points of your body, like your legs and feet. And here's why that matters. When blood flows freely, it carries oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. That's what fuels your energy. That's what helps your legs feel alive, warm, and ready to move. But when blood flow slows down, oxygen delivery weakens. Muscles tire faster. Healing becomes slower. And that heavy, dragging sensation takes over. I want you to imagine something with me for a moment. Think of your legs like a tree. The roots are deep, and they need water, constantly. But if the water can't reach the roots, the tree begins to dry from the bottom up. Your blood is that water. And vitamin E helps keep the channels open, so every cell in your legs gets what it needs to stay strong, balanced, and energized. Now, here's the problem. Many people rush to buy vitamin E supplements. And while supplements can help in some cases, too much of a good thing can also cause issues. That's why nature gives us vitamin E in its best, most balanced form, through food. Want a boost? Snack on a small handful of almonds. Toss sunflower seeds into your morning oatmeal. Add a few slices of avocado to your lunch. Drizzle a little extra virgin olive oil over steamed vegetables. It's not about massive changes. It's about tiny, daily choices that support your circulation from the inside out. And over time, your legs begin to feel warmer. Less tired. More connected to the rest of you. Because when your circulation is strong, every part of your body feels more awake. You move better. You sleep better. And you walk with a little more bounce in your step. So let's take a breath here. You've now learned about the 4 core vitamins your legs depend on: magnesium to calm the cramps, vitamin D to stabilize your strength, vitamin B12 to nourish your nerves, and vitamin E to keep your blood flowing. But before we wrap things up, let's take a step back. Because this isn't just about vitamins. It's about you. And the people you care about. Let's talk for a moment about what all of this truly means, on an emotional level. Because the strongest legs in the world mean little if we don't understand the heart behind the journey. Let's move into something deeper now. Something that lives at the core of this whole conversation. Let's talk about the emotional side of leg weakness, and what it means to reclaim your power. Let's pause here for a moment. Because this isn't just about vitamins. This is about watching someone you love, someone who once walked tall, laughed loudly, moved freely, begin to struggle. Maybe it's your father, who now hesitates before taking the stairs. Or your mother, who avoids walks she used to enjoy. Maybe it's you, feeling your legs grow weaker, a little less steady, a little more tired with each passing day. And let's be honest. It hurts. Watching them struggle to stand. To walk. To move. To rise from a chair without wincing or holding onto something for support. It breaks your heart, not because you pity them. But because you remember who they used to be. Because you still see them as strong, proud, vibrant. And part of you wonders, where did that strength go? But here's what you now know. It's not just aging. It's not just how things go. Often, it's a nutritional cry for help. The body has been whispering, through cramps, weakness, stumbles, and fatigue. And now? You've learned to listen. Because you're not here by accident. You're here because you care. You're here because someone matters to you. You're here because you believe that aging doesn't have to mean suffering. And you're right. You don't have to wait for a fall. You don't have to wait for a diagnosis or a hospital visit. You're now equipped. Equipped to step in, with knowledge. With intention. With love. Instead of waiting for frailty to take hold, you can help them stay strong, one vitamin at a time. You don't need to become a doctor. Just start small. Talk to their physician about checking nutrient levels. Pay attention to their meals, what's on the plate, what's missing. Help them move, even if it's just a slow walk across the living room. Offer snacks rich in magnesium or B12. Gently encourage them to sit in the sunlight for 10 minutes. These might seem like tiny things. But in the world of elderly care, tiny things add up. They create momentum. They restore dignity. They bring back life, not just to the legs, but to the soul. Because there's something beautiful in being able to say, I see you. I'm here with you. We're not giving up. And maybe that's what they need most. Not a miracle. Not a major breakthrough. Just you, showing up, paying attention, making one small choice at a time. Because you're not powerless. You have more impact than you think. Every effort you make, every meal you adjust, every word of encouragement, every walk you take beside them, counts. And the best part? It's not too late. Not too late to help them feel stronger. Not too late to help them move with more ease. Not too late to give them back a sense of control over their body, and their life. So hold on to that. This journey isn't just about muscle or movement. It's about love. It's about connection. It's about honoring those we care for, by helping them stay upright in every sense of the word. You're doing something powerful. And I hope you never forget that. Now, let's wrap this up together, with a final recap and a few ways you can keep this conversation going. So, let's take a moment to bring everything together, slowly, gently, like a deep breath after a long, meaningful conversation. Because today, you didn't just learn about vitamins. You learned about your power, the power to notice, to care, and to act. To recap, the 4 key vitamins that support leg strength and help prevent those painful, unwanted cramps in seniors are: magnesium, your cramp calmer, easing tightness and restoring nighttime peace; vitamin D, the strength stabilizer that supports bones and balance from the inside out; vitamin B12, the nerve nourisher that keeps every signal between your brain and legs sharp and steady; and vitamin E, the blood flow booster that fuels every step with oxygen and energy. These 4, they're not just nutrients. They're part of a deeper care plan, a way to restore confidence, preserve independence, and protect dignity as we age. Now I want to hear from you. Have you or someone you love been experiencing leg pain, weakness, or frequent cramps? Which of these vitamins do you think might be missing from their daily routine? Let's talk in the comments. Because your story, yes, yours, might be exactly what another family needs to hear today. You never know whose heart you'll touch just by sharing. And if this video opened your eyes, even just a little, if it gave you a new perspective, or reminded you that it's not too late to help someone you love feel stronger again, then I invite you, gently and sincerely, to subscribe to Elder Mature Moments. Because here, we're more than a channel. We're a growing family of caregivers, seniors, adult children, and kind-hearted people, just like you. Learning how to age with strength, grace, and dignity. We talk. We share. We grow, together. And I promise, there's more to come. More helpful tips. More real talk. More support, because you deserve that. So thank you, for spending this time with me today. Thank you for caring. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for believing that aging doesn't mean giving up, it means learning to live differently, with wisdom and heart. And always remember, strong legs aren't just about movement. They're about freedom. They're about confidence. They're about continuing to live the life you love, on your terms. So stay strong. Stay informed. And I'll see you, in the next video. Until then, take care of your legs. And take care of each other.